Do you raise chickens? Why or why not? Let me know in the comment section below. Either way. Now, my family and I, we raise chickens primarily for eggs and meat. But we also raise them for breeding, compost making, pasture management, and a number of other things. They really are just a versatile livestock to have on a property. They're great. They're like the easiest one for most people to raise. But I didn't grow up in farming and homesteading. In fact, I didn't start raising chickens till I was getting close to 30 years old. Yes, 30 years old. But I had a lot of zeal, a little bit of knowledge, and maybe a little bit less of a budget for chickens. But anyways, I got started. And this was one of my first chicken tractors. Yeah, I know. I don't know what that was. But I was doing it. And gradually over the years, I've been making progress with raising chickens. And in addition to having a little knowledge and a little budget, I also wanted to grow pasture-raised chickens like Joel Salatin, who I just love seeing all the different things that he was doing from a regenerative agricultural perspective. The only problem was we didn't have pasture. So I couldn't raise pasture-raised chickens in the big 10 by 12 chicken tractors like Joel. So it's like, what do I do? So I was like, why don't I just make a smaller version of that? And I did. My farm knowledge as well as our resources improved to the point that I was able to make my own modified, Joel Salatin modified chicken tractor. Mine is 8 by 5 and I've been using that model now for a number of years. It's compact and small and able to maneuver it around all kinds of different areas, from the garden to in the orchard and other grassy areas. I'm able to still do pasture-raised chickens on a smaller scale. However, one of the downsides to my chicken tractor, as well as Joel's actually, is at harvest time, oftentimes you have to climb inside the tractor to get the birds out. Thankfully, my kids are willing to do that, especially Micah. Now, John Siskovich also has a chicken tractor that you don't have to climb inside of, that a number of farmers, including Sydney from the Naked Gardeners, uses. And I've also made my version of this. However, it's still roughly about the same size as my chicken tractor. And recently I've been wanting to go bigger. We now have access to pasture that we rent from a neighbor. And this year I've been thinking, now's the time to go bigger. Joel Salatin size, big. Something 10 by 12, however, something that you don't have to climb inside to harvest the birds. So I was like, let's try the chicken ship from Featherman. My sons and I assembled the chicken ship together. Put it on here a little bit more. All right, here, help me turn this. Okay, turn it. Go like this. And like that. Can you do it? There you go, turn it. Yep. And then back the other way. Yep. Whoop, not too fast. Do it again. Turn it up. Let it go up. And back. Yep. And then back. And here it is. The chicken ship from Featherman. Not chicken, but the chicken ship. It even has a chicken right there on a ship. That's kind of cool. We moved it a few hundred yards out to the pasture, and thankfully it has wheels. And the chicken ship is like 3 of my chicken tractors combined into one. And not only that, it also has the ability, with it being higher up in a door, we can walk right inside of it and tend to the animals. And once we got it assembled, we were a little behind schedule, and I had chicks in the brooder that were ready to come out. So we rushed those chickens into the chicken ship before we actually had everything all set up on the inside for it. All right, it's a frisbee. It's a frisbee. It's a frisbee. Come on, come on, come on. Good, don't jump out. Come on out. There we go. And with everything, there's a learning curve, an adjustment period to make. We set up the feeders on the inside, which were pretty easy. How we doing today? Alright, let's go down a little bit lower. There we go. That way it encourages the birds to stay towards in front of the tractor or the chicken ship as we move it. I'd never set up the bell type waterers before, so Josiah and I were working on trying to figure that out. He might be a little smarter than me when it comes to this stuff. Put him to the test. He says he's got this. He doesn't need me. That's what he said, he's got this. Like, mama, there goes that man. He knows how to do this stuff. Oh, look at Mike over there. He's trying to put it together too. He says, I'm smarter than you, Dad, too. Like that. Right there, like that. Making progress. Almost caught up with Josiah. Where are you at next, Josiah?
Put this thing on.
Alright. Set the hook to string it up.
Yep.
There we go. Got it. You got the string right here ready to go too. It's like that one took the string and was running with it. Around here maybe? That look good to you, Josiah? Can they still reach it?
Yep.
And we also set up the Premier One netting around the chicken ship, just for extra protection. And each day, tending to the chickens, it's almost like a symphony or an orchestra of feeding the chickens.
All right, now's the time to see if this actually works.
And moving this chicken ship each day onto a new spot. Except for the fact that we kept running into one little issue. Every time I would move the chicken ship, some of the chickens would get out. Once I raise it up, the back would be up where there's a gap in it, and some of them would decide to get out. So one thing I switched up was I decided to feed them before we moved them, which that was a big help. But I was like, I have an idea. What if I modified it? So I cut a tarp into strips.
Scared of the tarp.
And tape those strips along the back side of the tractor where those gaps were being created.
You guys relaxing just a little bit more? Calming down a little bit?
Then I was like, let's see how this works.
Alright, it kind of worked. Just needs some perfecting. Came off over here on the left side. So, but yeah.
Some of the pieces came off. But it did work somewhat. Not as many chickens escaped. And I was like, you know what? Let's not abandon the idea altogether, because it did work somewhat. Like that, those tarp strips, ones that stayed on, were discouraging the chickens from running out from back there. It just needs to be secured a little better. So I was like, let's do it. Let's do it better. Let's do this.
Guy's getting bigger. Yep. Gear up the drill with their hex screws. Thank you. Like that should work. What are you doing? Get out of me. There you go, good job. To see if this actually works. All right, here we go. Ready? Lift.
And woohoo! It worked! No, none of the tarps came off. None of the birds got out. It's like, yes! Yes, my little crazy modification actually worked. I gotta tell Featherman about this. Maybe that might be an addition or something that they add to it to help out. Well, the countdown is on for these birds. It's just a few more days left until it's harvest time. And that means more chicken dinners for us. In the meantime, we'll keep doing our best to move them around in the chicken ship, making sure every day that they're here is the best that we can make it, and they just have one bed